Hey y'all, it's Leslie with That Cat Flossing, back for video number 85. I made it back in a week, can you believe it? Especially since I'm getting over the plague. So I apologize because my voice is going to be very nasal today. Excuse me. We're going to hope I don't have a coughing fit and hope my voice holds out for this. So cross your fingers. That's not a good sign. Anyway, today is Friday, September 6th, 2019, and I am back for FlossTube number 85. Glad to see y'all again. Thank y'all all so much for coming to visit with me. I sure do appreciate it. Makes my day. All the comments and when I posted on Instagram that I had the plague, everybody checking on me. Thank y'all so much. You really just make my day. Everything's good here. Beauty is singing the song of her people because she wants a boyfriend, so y'all gonna hear her yodeling in the background. Excuse me. Kittens are doing great. They got their, the oldest ones got their FVRCP, the baseline kitten shots this morning, so they're all a little droopy now, but they'll be okay. The pralines litter, the two that are about 5 weeks old, are doing good. They're out of the crate and running around the kitten room. They're not real good at eating solid food yet, so I'm still trying to get them to figure that out. And then the youngest babies, Beanie's babies, are 5 days old today. They are 3 little ones. I think we have 2 boys and 1 girl. And I kind of think both of the boys are going to be either red or cream because they are still just snow white. So I love my babies no matter what. But they're all doing good, and I'm very happy with my kitties. Pumpkin and Prissy are still on a date with Ori. Prissy is now giving him the time of day. Pumpkin is still telling him to hit the road. Who knows when I'll have babies again. We'll see. All up to Mother Nature and my girls. I understand my illusion of control is only an illusion. Excuse me, y'all. I'm so sorry for my voice. Anyway, I'm going to go quick because I don't know how long it's going to hold out. So we'll get started. I did have a good week for finishes. Had 3 finishes this week, which is amazing for me. The first thing I finished was this little piece from Summer House Stitchworks, and it is the 2019 Fragments in Time number 2. I don't think it has another name besides that. But really cute little piece. This was my experiment on 46 count, and I can do it. I can see to do it. It's not a problem. My vision is perfect to about 10 inches in front of my face, which is where the world goes away. But, you know, I hold it in that spot, and I can see to do it just fine. So I finished that, and it's 1/2, like I said, on 46 count vintage pearled barley. And it's not the recommended colors. It's what I pulled out of my stash of silks that I thought would be relatively in the ballpark anyway. Kind of fallish looking, a little autumnal. So I'm going to my plan is to finish this up into a little pin pillow. And I have to go to Joann's to pick up some other stuff later today. So I'm going to look for a small print that's kind of got those same colors in it. Autumnal colors are not my go-tos, so I don't have much of my stash. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have much of my stash that would suit that. And it's just done with a mix of, I used 1 Silks for You, 1 Moselle silk, and 4 Mrs. Cetus silks. And the Silks for You is still my favorite. Mrs. Cetus is a real close second, and the Moselle is okay. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It's okay. It does have a beautiful, rich, rich color. But anyway, that was finish number 1. Excuse me, y'all. Finish number 2 was, I had planned to be doing the sampler September thing this week, but Sunday afternoon when I came down with the plague, I just have not had enough mental energy to concentrate. My Elizabeth Weston sampler that I wanted to be working on this week requires me to actually pay attention. I needed all my brain cells working for that, and that has not been the case this week. So I've stitched on some other things, and one of the other things I pulled out was Peck. And I am doing 5 of these. I had finished Goat Load back in March for Emily C's birthday sal. And shortly thereafter, I started Hen Peck. I think it may have been a Mania start. Sorry, y'all. And then I also plan to do Cow Pile. Sorry, excuse me. Snort Stack and Sheep Heap, all on the same piece of linen. And this is 36 count honey from Hand Dyed Happiness. You can find her on, she's got an Etsy shop, and you can also find her on Instagram. I really, really enjoy this linen. It's got a great hand feel to it. It's got beautiful modeling, just traces of amber and some greenish tint in there, perfect for this. But anyway, like I said, I had finished Goat Load, this one back in March, and then I finished Hen Peck. When I picked this up, I had the bottom hen finished up to about here. So I've finished the top of that. It wasn't a whole bunch of stitching. Now you notice that my border here is not filled in. That's intentional because I'm kind of trying to integrate them together. Like I kind of overlapped this one onto here. And so to give them a little continuity, I will bring something from the next pattern over to match up over here. And I'm just kind of figuring that out as I go on the fly. But I'm real happy with it. They're really cute patterns. And the colors are, I think I might have like 2 of the recommended colors in here, and the rest is just what I've pulled out of my stash. Mostly Victorian Motto, and a couple classic color works, couple of weeks, just whatever I had that I thought would work. So I'm riffing on the recommended threads for this one, but I'm very happy so far with how it's turning out. I think I'm going to start Sheep Heap next, I think. I have to lay them out and really look and see what looks like it goes best next to that. And then I'll get that started. And I apologize for my voice, y'all. The next thing I finished was Loa Rose. And I started this was a Mania start in early May. I fell in love with this when I saw Michelle from the Striped Rose show it last year or the year before last. I don't remember now. But it's from this book, A Cross Stitch Christmas, Celebrations and Stitches, which is a Better Homes and Gardens cross stitch book. And the pattern itself is actually by Brightneedle. And I thought this was so pretty. I can remember that hymn being sung when I was younger, and I've always thought it was a really beautiful hymn. So I did this 1/2. I got the majority of it done. Sorry, y'all. I got the majority of it done during July when I worked on it for Diana. It is Kismet, Kismet in July sal. And I had just a little bit left of this bottom vine motif and a couple of the little spots hither, thither, and yon in there. So I spent about 2 hours, I think it was Wednesday afternoon, finishing this up, and I'm very, very pleased with how that turned out. I think it's very, very pretty. It already has the big L up here with the low, and then I don't remember what was down here in this little cartouche, but I put an H in there, so it's got my initials in it, LH. And I think I may go back down here, this bottom corner. There's room right here where I wouldn't go below the bottom border of the sampler. And I think I'm probably going to go back in there and put 2019 in there. Just real small and some back stitch. But very happy with that, how that turned out. And I'm sorry, I didn't iron anything. I actually considered it this morning, but the idea of putting my feverish face over an iron did not appeal. So no ironing. This is 36 count Picture This Plus Murmur. And I did this with, I think, maybe 2 of the recommended threads, maybe 3, I don't know. And the rest I just kind of went into my Victorian Motto and DMC and pulled out whatever I thought would work. But that one's done. So yay, 3 count them, 3 whole finishes this week. So I was pretty happy with that. And then the only other thing I have worked on this week has been, I did a little bit of work last night on playing with jacks. And this is the Play Jack Sal that Erin, 2 Martini Stitcher, and I are hosting. You can follow our hashtag on Instagram. It's hashtag PlayJacksSal. And I didn't get a whole lot accomplished. Sorry, I didn't dig this one out ahead of time. I started the second pumpkin here. I had the ghost pumpkin done, although he's got a couple of little bits of backstitch that when I get some black out again, I'll finish up. But I started this second pumpkin here, and I've kind of got the outline, more or less, of that second pumpkin done. That's about probably 2 hours of work last night. So I made a little bit of progress. Again, y'all, please feel free to join in on it at any time on this sal. Neither Erin nor I are a particularly fast stitcher. Neither one of us thinks we're going to have this done for Halloween this year. This is going to be an ongoing sal. It's a really, really cute pattern. It's so cute. The little ghosty faced pumpkin just sucked me right in. But please join us on that. I'll put all the information on it down below in the show notes. And at the Shepherd's Needle is doing a coupon code for the materials to do this, including the pattern, whatever linen you choose, and the threads. Now, I had quite a fairly generous stash of anchor thread, and that's what I'm using. I ordered like, I think 6 additional anchor threads from Teresa. But there's also a DMC list on the pattern, and Anne is discounting the DMC for this also. So y'all can call her up, and the coupon code is SALFUN19, SALFUN 19, and I will again put all of that information also down below in the show notes. My linen for this is something I pulled out of my stash. It's 36 count antique violet from XQ Designs on Etsy. It's not a color that she always has in stock, but it's one I love. It really has become one of my favorite linens. I would not have thought of purple as a neutral, but most colors really do pop real nicely on that. So super happy with how that's going. Though again, it won't be done for this Halloween. Excuse me. Okay, that's all the stitching I had. I guess I shouldn't be griping. I had 3 finishes and got a little bit of work in on something, so that's good. What are my plans? Well, my plans are that if I ever get not snotty enough that I actually have enough oxygen going to my brain, I'm going to participate in Sampler September. I am hoping to get to work on Elizabeth Weston, and if I feel like my brain is firing on all cylinders, always a little iffy, she's coming out tomorrow. If not, I'll just keep working on my other whips. But I do plan to get some sampler work done this month. I'm still planning on also starting the Checkered Stag sampler at some point. I still have to kit it up. Haven't got that done. The plague put me down hard. But that's going to be my other sampler goal for this month, is to get this started. And then besides that, my plans are just to work on my whips. Nothing real exciting. Although I love my whips. I got lots of them. I wish I could work on them all at one time. I need about, I don't know, 20 arms. Somebody asked me in the questions on the last video, how many whips do I have? I think that I have somewhere between 25 and 35-ish. I'm not positive about that. I've got probably 12 to 15 that I consider more or less active, sitting in my little basket on the couch beside me, or beside my stitchy spot. And then I have probably another 10 to 15 in a box in the craft room, just kind of put out of the way just because I got more than what would fit in my basket. So anyway, I have plenty is the answer to that. I have plenty. Not that that's going to stop me from starting anything. So what are my other plans? Well, come October 1st, I am going to start Carols on the Square from Praiseworthy Stitches. Anne Thompson at the Shepherd's Needle, and I will also link her below. She's doing a FlossTube now. Anne is so nice, y'all. She's just the kindest person. We're doing, you can stitch along with us on any Praiseworthy Stitches pattern you want. They have a whole bunch of Christmas patterns. They have a whole bunch of Halloween patterns. They have a number of Quakers. They have some spring and Easter ones. Just basically anything you want, you can find at Praiseworthy Stitches. I am in love with this one because, you know, I like some specialty stitches, and this one does have specialty stitches. I think this tree is mostly Smyrna crosses, and then there's a lot of satin stitch in the buildings. I didn't bring my iPad over here, so I can't show you my pictures of the model. But if you watch one of Anne's last videos, she did show a picture of her model there in the shop, and it's just gorgeous, y'all. It is so pretty. So I am looking forward to starting this on October 1st. It will join my other Praiseworthy Stitches project, which is one of the Halloween houses. I have a 10-year plan on that one. I'm probably going to need a 10-year plan on this one too, because they are big, but they are a ton of fun to stitch. I'm going to do mine on, I shop mostly in my stash. This is 35 count periwinkle from Weeks. I had a piece of that, so that's what I pulled. That was big enough, so that's what I pulled out to use. And then I'm using mostly the recommended flosses. These are the ones that I had gotten from Anne when I was down there last week. And then I have the rest of them in my stash that I'll pull out. So, and then I've got, you know, there's some beads on it. A few little beadies. So, really looking forward to getting started on that. That tree is calling to me, y'all. I want to do it. I want to do it real bad. Excuse me. Okay. FlossTube. I have watched some FlossTube this week because I've been too sick, stupid to do much anything else but sit on the couch and stare into space. Excuse my dogs. I don't know how I have managed to miss them, but I have not been watching up until this week Stitching and Doodah. It's two ladies, Shauna and Donna. They are kindergarten teachers, and y'all, they're a riot. They are so funny. I want to live next door to them and hang out with them and just listen to them. They're hilarious. So y'all go see them, Stitching and Doodah. I also watched Anna, who is Stitch Roadie. Anna is an experienced YouTuber, but most of her videos have been quilt related, but she's now doing some cross stitch videos, and she's a ton of fun too. From listening to her talk, she was also a labor and delivery nurse back in the 80s, and apparently she learned to cross stitch on the night shift in L&D. I also worked in labor and delivery from 1981 to 1988. But I worked in a hospital that did about 150 to 170 deliveries a month. And trust me, there was no cross stitch going on. I wish. But it's fun listening to her. She's a ton of fun. Y'all go look her up. I also watched a little bit of Amy with Always Amy. And I'm sorry, my voice is going. And I watched Brenda and the Serial Starter, and the Serial Starter's name is actually Laura. They showed some beautiful, beautiful stitching, y'all. Y'all need to go watch them. They were just lots of fun, and I want to hang out with them too and stitch everything they're stitching. And then the last one I've been watching, besides all my regulars, of course, is Angel from The Elegant Thread. And she's got lots of pretty projects, and she does a lot. She makes a lot of stuff. I think she's got an Etsy shop. So I will link all of these folks down below. Y'all go give them a watch and subscribe to them. And then I've got winners. This pattern, this is 7 a.m. somewhere from Hands On Design. And I gave this away on video 78, 79, somewhere in that range, more than a month ago. And the person that won it has never contacted me. So I redid the random comment picker this morning, searching the term 7 a.m. And the winner for this is now Charla Stogdel. Stogdel? I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. But Charla, get in touch with me. I did reply to your comment on the video this morning. So if you will email me with your mailing address when I get out to the post office, which realistically is probably going to be later next week, I will get this sent out to you. And then on my last video, I had two patterns to give away. And these are all courtesy of Crystal Geek. So Crystal, thank you so much again for sending these to give away. I appreciate it, and I know all these folks do also. But I had the fall sampler from Sisters and Best Friends and Vested Snowman from the Stitchworks to give away. And again, I did the random comment picker searching the term acorn on the fall sampler one. And the winner from this one is Lisa Humbert. So again, Lisa, email me. The information will be in the drop down for my email. And get in touch with your mailing address, and I'll get this sent to you as soon as I can. And then for the snowman pattern, the search term was snowman. And let's see, the random comment picker came up with Paulette Kurt Costa. So Paulette, same thing. Find my email in the drop down, email me with your mailing address, and I'll get this sent out to you as soon as possible. Probably next week. So that just leaves us with the giveaway for next week. And again, thank you so much to Crystal Geek for sending me this ton of stuff that I can give away to folks. Y'all, she sent such a haul of stuff. Still digging through it, sending stuff out. Let's see, what have we got? Well, the first one I pulled out was a punch needle. This is Silly Santa from Pine Mountain Designs. He's a little punch needle pattern, and I'm pretty sure that the cloth with the pattern drawn on it, let me look and see. It feels like there's weaver's cloth in there. Yes, and I'm not going to show the whole thing, but you can see there's the weaver's cloth with the pattern on it is in here. So if you're interested in winning the punch needle pattern for the Silly Santa, then comment on this video, number 85, and use the word Santa in your comment, because that's what I'm going to search on this one, is Santa. And then also, this is a Artiste mini kit from Zweigart, and it's called something or other, Home Tweet Home. Really cute little birdhouse. I love that. I was really tempted to keep this one. It comes with Ada and the floss, and of course the pattern. But if you'd like to win this one, comment with the word birdhouse in your comment. And then lastly, we've got, I know everybody's been doing the rows lately because Priscilla and Chelsea have been doing them. This is Autumn Row from Bent Creek. And it's sure cute. Crystal, I was sure tempted to keep all of these. But if you'd like to win this one, then use the word autumn in your comment. And you can say, I love Santa, autumn, and birdhouses, or house, birdhouse. Just use those three words, autumn, birdhouse, Santa, somewhere in your comment, and those are the terms I'll use when I do the drawing for my next video. Excuse me. So that's about it. Let's see, we did the winners, we did the new giveaways. I think that's about it, y'all. I'm gonna make it under 25 minutes. Thank y'all again so much. I appreciate y'all coming by to watch. Y'all make my day. Love the comments. Appreciate you all so much. I'm up to almost 2,800 subscribers, so we're only a couple hundred away from another giveaway. I just did the 2,500 subscriber giveaway, so y'all get all your friends to subscribe. Y'all subscribe, and I'll do another drawing for a bag and some other goodies when we get to 3,000. So I can tell my voice is on its way out, so I'm going to call it quits here, but thank y'all again for coming by to visit. Love you all. Appreciate you so much. Y'all have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you soon. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.